We're back with another hardscape video. So last video you guys saw us knock out the entire driveway addition at this property, and now in this video we are going to be knocking out this parking pad along with this serpentining sidewalk. So we've got it already dug out. I'll dub over some time-lapse clips of that. Got it all mapped out, and we got the first layers of base in. So today we're going to be finishing up base, so we're bringing in about 5 to 10 more tons depending on how much we'll need. Going to be raising this up about 2 more inches and this up about 2 to 3 more inches as well. And we're going to get it all prepped for pavers, and you guys will be along on the journey with us. Alright, so the entire past week, 5 out of the 7 days, it rained down in Scottsdale where we're at. This entire area that we had dug out got soaked, and as you guys can see, the low spot was right in the middle of this, so all the water from this backyard came and just pulled up right down here. We've laid about 5 tons of base on top of this to absorb some of the moisture, but it's still too wet to be able to screen all this out like we were planning. So we are actually getting all the pavers for this parking pad and this walkway and staging them all, so they're in the place that they need to be. Then we're going to get our last load of base so we can screen first thing in the morning, and then we'll be laying pavers tomorrow. So kind of a little hiccup in our game plan, but got to adjust. Alright, so we got about half of our sand screeded throughout our walkway. You want the sand to hold moisture as you're laying them because it holds a lot better and they pack a lot better. So if you try to lay with dry sand, the sand just kind of crumbles and it's not as smooth of a laying surface for your pavers to go on. So we got our pavers laid up to here, as you can see through that lovely time lapse. So right now we are transitioning to the driveway, right Drew?
Correct.
We're getting all this space finished up. We're going to screen it one time, then we're going to be connecting this pathway into this lovely driveway. Ready to get after it?
Yes. Finished our walkway and connected our walkway with our nice parking pad over here. Unfortunately, we are at a standstill with pavers because for whatever reason in the Phoenix Valley they cannot get pavers anywhere, and we still need to overlay a little bit more, so we gotta wait on our cut too.
Our supply issues have been kind of a learning curve compared to Minnesota, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, because for whatever reason the demand is just so high for pavers down here that when they go on the lot, they're off right away. So I think that's most of our problem.
In Minnesota, we're able to get pretty much any amount of pavers at the...
Yeah, whenever we want.
Yeah, whenever we need
any design, any style. Here, we struggled. These are the only pavers we could get for this project, so that's what we are using.
So it's frustrating, and we got to get this job done by tomorrow. And it's currently like 12:30 right now. So we still have a lot of daylight, and there's not much we can do. So that's where we're at, and wish us luck tomorrow. Remember how I said we have to get this job done by today? So we are supposed to have this job wrapped up today. Everything done, all the tools out of there, all our machines out of there, and be able to build this job by today. But we got a call from our supplier last night saying our pavers won't be in by the end of this week. So they said sometime early next week. They're hoping Monday, but we have jobs lined up. We got to get other projects done, so yeah, it's kind of a huge pain. All right, well, our pavers finally came in. Today is Tuesday. This job was supposed to be wrapped up last Friday, but as you guys remember, last Thursday at about noon, we had no pavers left. So we're hoping to get really close by the end of the day today. We're gonna be working till dark and then finish up tomorrow morning any last cutting that we may have. So right now we are finishing up the walking pad. So we're overlaying the curves because they're going to be big sweeping curves all the way throughout here, and then we're going to get started on the cuts back there. We're going to lay everything through here, get all that cut, and then yeah, this parking pad and walkway will be complete after that. All right, so we got the walkway overlaid and we got it marked out. So you can kind of see our red line through here. We use this conduit PVC pipe to mark it. So we lay it out and we got this side started. It's not exactly where it's going to be, but you can see kind of how we utilize these for curvy areas. They work very nice. So now me and Drew will be going through and cutting this entire side. Then we're going to jump to the next side, cut that. We cannot buy a break in this project. So, a little context. So back here, throughout here, around, and then all the way around over there, we installed this paver edging. So when we quoted this job, we bid it so the pavers were running horizontal and not vertical. Laid them all, and the customer comes out and she says she wanted them vertical. So we did it, we fixed it, but the issue that brought was the original way we quoted it was only quoted for about a quarter of a pallet of pavers. So when we had to switch it, we ended up burning about an entire pallet's worth of pavers, which is the issue that we are having right now, is that we're low on pavers. All throughout here is laid, got the soldier course in all the way throughout here, but we are going to be about 3/4 of a pallet short because that issue in the back. We bid it right, but just that change in our plan kind of screwed us, and we might have to wait, well, we do have to wait about 1 to 2 more weeks for those pavers to show up. So we might end up taking the ones from the back that we laid, bringing them up here to finish at least this parking pad section, so we can secure all this, get this done, and then come back in a week or two and finish that edging. Update you guys when we get to that point. So you guys saw it in the time lapse, but we're gonna have Drew walk you through how to cut your pavers that you're laying.
So when you want to cut curves or any sort of different shape other than a straight line, these PVC conduit schedule 40 pipes work pretty dang well because you can link a bunch of them together. So right here we have our 20-foot cut that we're going to do. We've already done about 150 feet of cut with these pipes through there. So it gives us a good shape to trace so that we can mark it with our saw and then cut it. So right here we come off of our sidewalk cut through here and we line it up there, and then we just bend the pipe through here to kind of match the design we want. And this pipe does a really good job of giving us a pretty good curve to go off of. And then when we run into our straight line cuts, we come here where we have our chalk line and we mark that there, and then we have someone hold it down there. We lift this whole thing up and snap it, and it snaps us a perfectly straight line all the way down to there. So when we want long straight cuts, we use that. When we want long curved cuts, we use our PVC conduit pipes.
So we're gonna get all this marked out, cut, and then we're gonna be getting all this secured. Project has been quite a whirlwind. So we ended up getting our one pallet that we needed to finish this. So as you can see, Bry's getting that last edge in on this side, looking amazing. We got all the edging in all the way on this side, around, and we got the entire walkway edged in. So first thing tomorrow morning, we are going to be vibrating all this with the compactor, putting sand on it, compacting it again, and then this entire project will be done. We're kind of bummed. We wanted to finish all this by sunset tonight so we could have some really cool after videos and photos, but it's all right. What can you do? Things were late. Things weren't really on schedule today, but you know what? We made it work, and it is looking absolutely amazing. So these bricks are still kind of dusty. We're gonna hose them off before we leave tonight. So when we come back first thing, they'll be dry and looking amazing for us to lay our sand on. So I'll see you guys bright and early when we finish up this monster hardscape job. All right, after a little delay, we finally finished this project. So this one didn't go completely to plan, and you know what, a lot of that kind of fell on our supplier, but you know what, that happens with big jobs like this. So our client is thrilled with how this turned out. We got everything compacted and all the sand in the joints, and it's looking just amazing. So thank you guys as always for watching, and we came here at 7 a.m. this morning to get some sunrise shots, so enjoy those, and I'll see you next episode.